Hey guys, I hope you're well. I hope this audio is okay. I was going to say, I hope this video doesn't suck, but I think it's all right. Well, now it's too late for that, isn't it? Guys, you know what's coming next, man. Guys, I can't sleep, man. I got to get this DX-60 off my back. Hang on. You know what? It's cursed. I'm cursed. The nightmares won't end. Man, I've had the worst nightmares. Man, you can't believe it. The last 3 nights have been horrible. This DX-60's cursed. Now I remember. When I made the first look video, it took about a week of re-editing. You know what I mean? Check this out. Now, baby boy, what's he doing? Chilling. And me? I'm gonna make a fool of myself, man. I've been afraid to make this video. And I'm remaking the DX-60 video tonight because I can't remake the first look video on the Heathkit HR10B. I can salvage that file, but when I tried to edit it together with the DX-60 file, I ran into a lot of trouble. So I'm remaking this one. I really just want to show you guys what I ran into with the power supply. This is the printed sheet that I work from. I'll be showing you on the computer monitor because it'll be easier for you to see. I don't know what year this DX-60 was sold and built. It seems to me like 71 comes to mind, but I'm not sure. So this thing is, it's over 50 years old, and who knows how many hands it's been through, how many owners. And so I want to show you what I found. I mentioned it before. I thought it was with the negative bias supply line, but it's not. It was with the It was with the full B plus, the full 700 volt line, where they made their little change. I'm going to park you on the tripod and show you what I found. One moment. Okay, there's one mistake made. I had super steady mode on because I was hand holding at the time. And then I parked it on the tripod and tried to zoom you in and couldn't. It won't let you when super steady mode is on. Whoops. Now I've got to edit this. All right. Now, this image is pretty washed out, but I had to make it so to get it to be bright enough. And that makes it worse. It's a little better. I've got you zoomed into the power transformer corner of the transmitter right now. And what I typically will do, I insist on working from a printed sheet so that I can use a highlighter as I verify the power supply lines in a unit that I'm not familiar with. It's the beginning of my get acquainted phase. As I trace the power supply lines out, I get to get acquainted a little bit, and I get to verify that the component values are correct in the power supply section. It's usually a problematic area in any piece of electronics, whether it's been modified or not. The power supply does the heavy lifting in any piece of equipment, well, as well as output stages, but I'm babbling. So I started to get to know this DX-60 a little bit. I'll start at the line cord and I'll follow it around and start highlighting on the schematic. And as I was going through this transmitter, I immediately, well, not immediately, I'll start with the main filter caps. and verify that they're there and that they're the correct value. And such. I know I've said before that at this stage I'm writing down what I need to order. So at this stage, regardless of what electrolytics are in the machine, I'm ordering new ones of the correct value. But I'm curious as to how much hackery has been done to the device. And in this case, the main filter cap is present. I noticed that it was restuffed. The can was cut apart, then epoxied back together. So it has newer electrolytics in, and I'll replace them anyway. And so they were present, and one would assume of the correct value or a close enough value to be operational. And I continued my tracing out of the power supply. These two caps here are they're the correct replacement value, and they're present. And I'll show you where those are on the schematic. I'll show you where all these are in the schematic in just a moment. So the main filter caps are present. These are the negative 130 volt, I believe it is, negative 150 volt. I'm getting ahead of myself. Negative 115 volt bias supply. They're correct. That's correct. That's correct. This is one of the filter caps on the, let me look at the sheet. How many volts? Oh no, I can't see with my glasses on. 700 volt line. That's the 700 volt supply line to the output PA stage and the driver tube plate. It's the correct value and present, but there's something missing. I couldn't believe it. I'm going to reposition you and move this out of the way and show you the schematic. One moment. Okay. Boy, this is weird talking like this with you on a tripod and me standing off to the side. Dang, I can make this better. One moment. Yeah, okay, that's about the best I can do. I wish it was brighter, but oh well. So this is the function switch up here, right up here, that turns the transmitter on. This is the power transformer. This is the high voltage rectifier string, and there are two diodes in series, and then those two are in series. And these two resistors are 100K 2-watt bleeder resistors. Their function is to bleed down these two high voltage capacitors when you shut it off. Okay? These diodes were present. The wiring to the switch is present. The bleeder resistors are present. Okay? These two caps down here are the two in the metal can above the chassis. They're present. This resistor here is what you have there, guys, is a filter, a pi filter, to rectify the AC after, well, the diodes rectify it, and this filters it. And the purpose of that resistor, think of it as a shock absorber. So, compare it to your automobile. Here's an analogy for you. If you didn't have that bleeder, if you didn't have that resistor, this 270 ohm 2-watt resistor there, between those two filter caps, get out of here, fly. If you did, compare it to your automobile. Think of this capacitor as the chassis of your automobile, and this one over here as your wheel. What if you had no shock absorber between the two? You know, the chassis and the wheel were locked together. How now then, if you put a shock absorber between them with a spring, here come the hands. They can be doing this independently of each other. And this component provides the ballast that allows that. It's a half-wave pi filter. Well, it's a pi filter. Okay? This up here is the same thing. Okay? Now, that capacitor I showed you, well, you probably don't know which one, but it was present. And remember I said there was something odd? Yeah. This resistor is missing. This other filter cap is missing. And this point here is just carries on its happy way to the output PA stage and the driver stage. Missing this cap, missing this resistor, relying on one capacitor for the filtering of the 720 volt line. Whoops. Why would... Get out of here, fly. Aw, come on, man. God damn it. Well, you got your shitty video. That's why I'm afraid to make this. Anyway, I pointed to a couple other caps that were up off to the side, and I said they're present and of the correct value. That was these two. This wiring, this is the negative 115 volt bias supply right here. It's correct. But this, why would the teenage ham feel the need to eliminate these two parts? Well, this resistor that provides the ballast between the two filter caps, it drops voltage. You've got current flow, E equals IR. You know, multiply the current flow times 270 ohms, or in this case, 100 ohms. 100 ohms, 7-watt resistor. It's a 7-watt resistor for a reason, because there's current flowing through it, man. It's moving some power. All of the output power of your driver and PA stage are flowing through that resistor. It's dropping voltage. Yeah, eliminate that resistor, eliminate that cap. So what if your DC supply voltage is a bit ragged with AC? So what if there's a little hum on your signal? Does the teenage ham give a shit? No, he does not. Because now the transmitter doesn't output 50 watts, it outputs 73 watts, and the teenager's happy as shit. Get out of here, fly. Come on, man. One moment. And so, guys, in closing, I can get that the hell off the workbench and resurrect the video file on the HR10B first look. But it begs the question, who am I? Who was I today? Am I crazy? I don't think Blozo even stopped by. I haven't seen Blozo in a couple days. Yeah, I hope you're well. I hope everything's going swimmingly for you and you're feeling fine. And I'll be back. Give me a couple days to work on this HR10B video, Resurrection. Might add to it, re-edit it. Take it easy. 73 now. Bye, guys.